break even too early. It's a one-on-one.
Order filled.
Zooming out to 1 second and tracking my highs and lows. Five second. What I'm doing right now is tracking institutional highs and lows. I'm not paying attention to inside highs and lows. Like this. I'm not paying attention to the inside ones. I'm tracking the major ones. On a 15-second now. Top of the range. I choose not to buy high. I choose to sell high. This is the 5-minute candlestick structure. Zone beneath it. As you're trading DTFX, top and bottom of the range is 80% of your win rate. I like to fix my perspective on the 15-second zoomed out when it comes to the top and bottom of the range. So when I zoom out on the lower time frame structure, and then I zoom in again on candlestick structure on the 5-minute, what do I want to say? I want to pay attention to higher time frame narrative. And the higher time frame narrative is, which zone am I going to trade for? I'm sure you're familiar with no zone, no trade. Waiting for pre-market volatility. That's not it right there. I'd like to see a closure here. I see 1, 2 swings. I might continue here. On the way up. Liquidation of 1. liquidation of 2. I counter after 3, so before the liquidation of the third swing, I continue. Now I'm using the concept of top and bottom of the range on a lower time frame. I usually consider deeper mitigations. Let me check the 5-second now. Along with confirmation within it. So I'll be waiting for the liquidation of 3, and we took the previous trend over here. But what's more likely, for us to continue or for us to make a new low? Through experience, buying at the top of the range causes drawdown, so making a new low is more probable. Liquidation of 1, 2, and 3, so now I'm no longer continuing. I do see the first tap though. I need to see more swings here before I consider anything. If you look on the 5-minute, I'd rather see us take something. $130 right now. Considering to sell. After this flip here, we see our first tap back into previous range right here with multiple mitigations. But usually after the first trend reversal, we want to see it reversed. We want to see it liquidated. This is on a higher time frame, or I may be talking shit here. But what saves my win rate is always anticipating a higher low to be liquidated anyway, rather than choosing inside spots within the range to trade from. I usually like to wait for a higher low to get taken anyway. This is a we'll see moment, but I'm presenting options for you if you're already advanced with the DTFX. It's not about if-thens, it's about knowing what to do in each market condition. Discretionary system. So I'm looking for a distribution move here, but I need to see conditions met. The distribution move is I'm waiting for a closure against this zone we've been rejecting multiple times. Multiple rejections. Closure against the 1-hour PCO and the low responsible for that reversal there. An imbalance we're filling here. preferred. I don't trade from imbalances, but rejections still happen from imbalances. I do not use it to make a decision or risk capital on. I'm addressing this zone once more for the way the momentum is going. Looking for a distribution move. I see the liquidation of 1, 2 inside the larger time frame. Responsible high. You guys see that from here to here to there. I typically like to use the 70% instead of the 50% to mark my zones, considering deeper mitigations. Okay, cool. As for the 15-second, there's nothing I'd like to pay attention to because I would lose. We're in the middle of the range. Let me go back on the 1 minute or something. In between this high and this low. 5 minute, I'd rather continue this momentum. Let me look this is the 15 minute, sorry. These high time frame candles that you see are the 15 minute. See multiple rejections from here. High time frame, it's better for success, to be honest. As for these high time frame candles, in alignment with, okay. This is, okay, cool. New York Stock Exchange open. We nearly reached this zone here. More than likely this low is going to get taken, as it just happened. Let's wait for this next 15-minute closure. failure to close would be promising. A new low. The best practice I can give you is to wait until 3 p.m. Don't trade the New York Stock Exchange open. One, two. I'd like to see the third one. Possibilities of a new low. I need to put a time remaining here. Closure below a low. Don't look good still if I want to buy it. A high time frame low on the 50-minute closure as well. Prefer to sell. This is a. Let me not get confused. What high time frame is this? 15-minute. What's this? Hourly. Okay. The hourly has yet to close. It's an hourly low. I'm not in a rush. What am I trying to do in 90 days? What you're seeing here now are 4-hour candles, and the candlestick structure that you see when I zoom in is the hourly candle. It's good to zoom out. Failure to close, meaning that we're running below a weak low. A rule of mine through backtesting shows that buying above a weak low causes losses. This is the weak low. This is the first tap. Reversal on the S15. I'm buy stopping I see a failure to close against the first tap. I'm looking to buy stop the second countering the second what is it called, fam? The first pullback. Closure against the first pullback. The hourly closed with a wick. Filling in the imbalance. Closure against the PCO on the 15-minute. I'm gonna mark out the zone later. Right now it's 10:30 EST minus 5. That's when you would usually start looking for an opportunity in the market. If you follow DTFX, which I do with my own spin on it. I see one, two, I'd like to see the third one, and then I'll counter trend. The possibility of a new low is more probable. Oh well. Saving my win rate. Oh la la. On the 1 minute, we see a 4 candle dump. So in these conditions here, we want to wait for that flip to get liquidated and then move back in before I consider anything. I missed the move. I was willing to buy stop here. I wasn't paying attention. But this is what I was willing to do. A bit distracted. Just get a one-on-one from her. It's alright though. Or maybe it was too soon. Let me see. Oh, that's why I wasn't. Okay, cool. So I was rushing a decision. Now I'd like to see another closure below. That's timing, market pacing for me. Counter after three. Usually, if there's no first tap, then at least exploit from the origin of the move. It will usually give you that, and then more than likely take it out. The manipulation of the first flip didn't happen. That's cool. I'd much rather wait for the manipulation of the first flip than assume that a trend is going to continue. Saves my win rate. I'll still keep this here. In fact, where's the 1 minute? Another closure against the PCO doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean there's a reversal. A reversal is when a protected high gets taken. Let me zoom out. Protected high. I'm not considering to sell here because we're at the bottom of the range on a higher time frame. This is higher time frame volatility as well. Nothing's tricky about this. There's no zone to the left. Considering deeper mitigations. We took the hourly PCO, selling below. This is the, okay, cool. Let me set an indicator here. Oh la la. Ball time, I mean. We don't do that here. Indicators and that. Simple trajectories. 4 minute left. Another 4 candle dump in 1 minute. So I employ the same habit. This is what I wanna see. Manipulate the first reversal. I'm counting my swings too. On this lower time frame, I see the liquidation of 1, 2. That's the third one. Fourth one. I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. If it closes as a failure, oof, let me not jump ahead of myself. Fuck it up. No. Okay, cool. 5 minute. I'd like to see a 5 minute, not on the 1 minute now. I'm not waiting for failure to close. Ooh, I'm getting back in my motion. Tracking the M5 PCO. That's an if event though. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it does, we might see a scrumptious opportunity. Navigating volatility. Let's see what I want. Emotions are rushing. Let me not do that. There's 1 minute left as well. I'd rather see this 1 minute closure first. Cool. Failure to close in a 5 minute. We're building the narrative. Get ready on a 5 second.
Order submitted.
Oh, are you serious? I missed the entry. I was supposed to be in right here. Am I stuck at the low? Oh, but it is. Happy too quick. So what I'd usually do is go for a one-on-one. He usually goes for something further. Let's not get disheartened though. The moves I wait for, you don't know. That's a double bottom right there. Execute on a 5 minute close. That's what a friend would do, but I like to. I'm not buying at the top though. Need to consider the higher time frame now. Okay, cool. We didn't close against it. It's 5M. Moving back into the middle of the range. I'm seeing price take the previous trend. What's the 1 minute saying? If anything, I'd like to see price move back into this failure to close. Back into the zone, what we call the origin. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3. Let me check a 5 second.
Order filled.
Suffering drawdown. No laws being violated. Break even too early. It's a one-on-one.
Order filled.
Yeah. We bought low, we sold high. I like to sell high because a pullback usually ensues. But that was how many dollars? 555. I changed it from points to dollar signs to entice you viewers. I know that's all you want to see anyway. As you can see, I showed you my whole planning. How I arrived at this conclusion. Even though I missed out on the first move, which was this one-on-one that I was searching for here, I didn't fret. No FOMO. No FOMO. I keep myself at a one-on-one when I'm counter-trending. However, let me just keep it at that. In some situations, I pay attention to the first tap. It really depends on the market, to be honest. But this is the discretionary system that I have been trading for since November 2023. Top and bottom of the range is what I showed you in the beginning, and that's 80% of your win rate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, look out for more. If you want one-on-one support, let me not forget that. If you want one-on-one support on DTFX and how to actually know what to do in each market condition as I have displayed here, then click the link in the description. Masters of Price. Become an executioner, profitable one at that. end the day with profit is what I teach. Thanks for watching.